Hi everyone, Trish here. Thank you so much for stopping in. Today we're going to be talking about my week in review. These are the things that I have really been enjoying, having fun learning about, and some things just playing around with makeup. So if you're interested in my week in review, then please keep watching. I think I want to start off with the foundation that I have on today, which is the new Smashbox. This is the Studio Skin Full Cover. It comes in a squeezy tube, as you can see, but there's no pump. It's just like a little dropper kind of an application, which is nice for, more precise application, how much foundation you really want to get out of the tube at a time. On myself, this is a completely full coverage with a brush. I use my it breast cancer brush. It's a full coverage when I use that. If I use a damp beauty sponge, specifically the Cloud Sponge from Juno, when I use that one, I get a very strong medium plus, but I don't feel like I get the full coverage that I do when I use the brush. Now, that is usually the case with myself, and I'm sure with others. Definitely a favorite this week. I really enjoy that Smashbox foundation. Another full coverage foundation that I did use this week and I really did enjoy was the Huda Beauty. I know I am late to the game with this foundation, but it is beautiful, nice full coverage on the skin. It kept my face looking nice. Both of them did. Beautiful all day long. I really did enjoy this. This does have one thing that I did not notice, still haven't from this, which is a pretty significant fragrance. If fragrance bothers you and you're wanting a full coverage, then I would definitely go with the Smashbox. This does have quite a strong smell. Once it was on for a while, I didn't notice it anymore. But at first, pretty strong fragrance. For concealers this week, I went back and forth between two different ones. I used my NARS Creamy Concealer a lot this week. I have this one on again today. I really do like the way that this looks under my eyes. I feel like it makes my eyes look like they're a little extra moisturized, so I really do like this, and I will be using it a lot more in the fall and winter. This is the MAYBELLINESuper Stay. I enjoy this. I enjoy this a lot. At first I was having a little bit of issue when I started using it this week, and I think it's because of the color. This guy, number 10, is just a little bit too light for me, and this is light medium. I think if I had the next one up, I think if I didn't have the fair but I had the light, I would enjoy these a lot more. I'm getting ready to go through a huge concealer declutter. Concealers. So I'm not going to run out and buy one, but I think that that's what the whole thing is. I think that when I add the light one to brighten the inner corner a little bit, it's just a little too light. And as far as the NARS, I have the Custard and the Chantilly. For bronzer, for the first part of the week, I used my Wet n Wild Photo Focus in Cocoa. I got this tip from Lisa D1. Gosh, back when this first came out is when I got the tip to do that, and it works beautifully. This is a beautiful bronzer. It really is, and it stays on. Now I do use setting spray. If this is your first time here, hi, how are you? My name is Trish, and I'm really glad that you came in to visit me and all of my friends here. Now, a couple things that you should probably know. I love powder. I love it. I love it so much, and I use it so much. I do use a lot of setting sprays, so without a setting spray, I don't know that anything would stay on my skin, to be honest, but this stays on. Then, a few days ago, I went into Marshall's. I don't know why, but I did. I went into Marshall's, and I looked in their cosmetics, and lo and behold, I found two Anastasia bronzers for $10.99. They had several. They had 3 colors out of their, I believe, 4. They had Tawny, which I already owned. They had Rich Amber. I got that. And this one is Mahogany. No, this is Rich Amber. I pulled them both out for you to see. This is Mahogany, and I have it on today. beautiful. I really wanted the rosewood, and that's the only one they didn't have. But these are gorgeous. They are very pigmented. So go in lightly with your brush and then build if you want to. But go in lightly with your brush because it's got a lot of pigment. For blush this week, I have been using the Tarte Color Wheel. I'm really excited to see which one they come out with this year. I love Tarte blushes. They're some of the best out there. They stay on all day. They don't accentuate my pores or any texture. They look beautiful if you want to do a topper or if you want to do a highlight. They are just gorgeous. And this is the color scheme that we have in this one. You could take this with you and you're going to have any color at all that you would need. This guy is more of a highlight, and I think this one is too. Yeah, this one and this one are more of a topper highlight kind of a thing, but they are gorgeous on. I have this on today. If you want to use this one and then maybe pop a little bit of a brighter one in your front cheek area. Y'all know it wouldn't be my video if I wasn't, you know, messing or doing something with my face. And just, you know, add a little zhuzh to your cheeks. Zhuzh your cheeks up. It's always fun. Zhuzhing is fun. A little bit, you know, get a little sun today. Get a little sun. It's 98 degrees. Might as well get some sun. And then go in with the topper and just add a little bit of glow. A little bit of, oh, she's got really healthy skin. It looks really good. This is awesome. Let's go ahead and do lips and then I'll move on to eyes. I've used a variety of lipsticks and liquid lipsticks this week, but I did have a couple things that really stood out to me. A while back, I had hauled these Morphe Mega Matte lipsticks. This one is in Bare All. I really thought that it was going to be a dry matte. These are so comfortable, and I will tell you, it finally hit me yesterday what these lipsticks remind me of as far as the feel going on your lips and the way that they stay on your lips. It's a little bit creamier, but it reminds me a lot of the Kat Von D lipsticks, the bullet lipsticks, because even though they were matte, they didn't feel drying on my lips, and these feel even a little bit creamier. If you can have a creamy matte, this is a creamy matte. But I really do enjoy this. I have it on again today, and it will stay on so nicely. It also pairs nicely with the gloss, and this is Pink Cosmo from e.l.f, and I've really been enjoying it. I was going through my drawers and came across it. I always wipe it off because I don't want to put the color back in there. I really like this. Now this is one of their plumping glosses. So you are going to feel a little tiny bit of tingle, just a tiny, tiny bit of tingle, but it's not uncomfortable at all. It's not sticky, and it doesn't break down any of the lipsticks that I've paired it with. The first thing in eyes that I want to share with you is this. This is the Flower Beauty Warrior Princess Mascara. First time that I used this, and the second time that I used it, I was not impressed. I felt like it weighed down my lashes. I felt like it made them really clumpy, and I didn't care for it. And then I was in a hurry, forget the primer, forget everything, and I just put this on. My lashes look so good. This is one of those that for me does not work with a lash primer. If I put it with a lash primer, I am ticked off. I don't like it. My lashes are flat. It's just a mess. But if I just put this on straight on my lashes, bare lashes, I love it. Like seriously, if I wouldn't have done such a dark eye, I could have just worn this and be very comfortable. It is gorgeous. It doesn't smear. It doesn't smudge. It doesn't do anything that would anger me. And that's always a good day. So the Warrior Princess from Flower Beauty. I really like it. If it didn't work for you and you still have it, try it without a lash primer and see what you think. As far as eyeshadows, the first part of the week, I pulled this Morphe 35V out again. Y'all, this is just, I mean, you can just get any eye look you need. If I didn't want to do anything major, I could just use some really light neutral colors. If I wanted to pull some color in. I have a nice selection here. These wear beautifully. I don't have any issues at all. The mattes blend beautifully. I really do enjoy a lot of my Morphe palettes. I don't think I've ever had a bad one. I really don't think I've ever had a bad one. And I did get this new palette from Jackie, Anna, I'm just going to say from Jackie and Anastasia. I really enjoy this. I'm sure y'all have seen it all over the place, but you know what? When you see it in person, it just changes. I am in the middle of doing, I don't know if I'm doing 3 or 5, 3 and 4, 4 and 5, I don't know, different looks with this palette, and I'm combining them onto one video. I know that's not the first time it's ever been done, but here's my thinking. You all that have seen my Get Ready With Me's, you know, I'll get into 6, 7, 8, 9 or more colors of eyeshadow, and it's really been on my mind that, you know, most people don't want to do that. I do it because it relaxes me. I feel like it's a release for me, because that's what my passion is playing with eyeshadows and creating different looks, maybe different techniques. So not everybody's doing that. So for you that only want to use 2 or 3 colors, or you that are new to even playing with colors or eyeshadow at all, and by the way, you never have to use the same colors we do. Sometimes we just like to give pointers and tips, the video creators here that I'm aware of. Just want to be helpful to those of you that come to us to look for a different look or a different technique. But I thought it would just be really good and really fun to do that. That way it's going to be maybe more helpful, give you more options, and then it's a win-win for both of us. So like I said, I don't know exactly how many looks I'm going to give from this one because it is a newer palette. So there is more that, do I really want to get this? How many looks can I get out of it? So I've already used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the colors. So we'll see how many I can incorporate tomorrow in a look. Which brings me to the next thing that I wanted to talk with you about. I can only speak for myself, but I have some other friends that have kind of echoed the same thing that I'm about to say. And that is, we get into such this buy, ooh, I want that, that's gorgeous, I want that, I want that. And a lot of times, like especially with eyeshadow palettes, we do that, and there's so many different releases at the same time, we end up coming home, or I should say, and when I say we, I mean me, I end up coming home with several eyeshadow palettes, and then I'll use one, and then I won't use another one, and then it gets back in the drawer, and it's a bad cycle. And I'm trying to break it. So if you have gone out and made that purchase and you have not pulled that eyeshadow palette out in a while, and you really haven't seen a lot of us use that eyeshadow palette, then do me a favor. Down below, let me know some eyeshadow palettes that you would like to see me do a couple looks with. I would love to do that. I hate to just pull out an older eyeshadow palette and hope that some people still have that in their collection. I don't want to do a video that isn't going to be beneficial to at least someone other than myself. So if there's palettes that you have in your collection that you have not seen used in a long time or not enough, then please tell me down below. I will be glad to pull that palette out, and you probably wouldn't have to twist my arm too hard if I didn't have it to get it. So don't tell, I won't. But let me know down below if you have any palettes that fit into that category that you would like to see at least 1 or 2 looks with. I would be glad to put that together for you. That is it for my weekend review, and I think that's it. My vanity is empty. So thank you all so much for coming in and hanging out with me. I hope you have a great day. Have an amazing start to your week, and I will see you in the next video.